Welcome back, fellow warriors, to the stage of history. My name is Cosmo Jazz, and this is my reaction channel. Couple of things to go over. First, we are 9 away from the first 25 subscribers, which is amazing to me because that means that we are that much closer to the goal that I'm trying to reach, which is 100 subscribers by 6 months of the time this channel has started. So thank you guys in advance for your support. I couldn't ask for much better. Speaking of support, I know a lot of you guys came from the JoJo's thing, which is that what the plan is right now is I'm going to be doing a couple of different reactions here and there this week. And then next week, hopefully, I'll be starting to do some actual episode reactions on the channel. Now that I think I've gotten the little thing from watching other people doing reaction things on other animes and whatnot. So, that is hopefully the goal. But until then, I'm probably going to be checking out a couple things here and there, including Full Metal Alchemist openings, and that'll be all great and good. But until then, we have some more SCP things to go to, which I will say, to be honest, if you're not a fan of like reading or anything like that, this is probably the very next best thing in my opinion, because I'm learning a lot from watching this from the Rubber. That is a very interesting name, by the way, for your channel, but hey, it is what it is. But without further ado, let's get into this one, which is the SCP-106, the Old Man SCP animation.
And just at that moment, SCP-106 steps out of an adjacent wall and wraps an arm around Agent Musker's neck and drags her, screaming, back into the wall with it. Moments later, the floor beneath
I remember this guy from the
and
game.
He slowly descends into SCP-106's
This guy was a pain in the ass because he could just like walk through walls.
They were frustrated or happy that they could finally see 106. They gave out hysterical laughter. Hello, everybody. I'm the Rubber. Today, we bring you a SCP Foundation Keter class object, SCP-106. SCP-106, also known as the Old Man, appears to be an elderly humanoid with a general appearance of advanced decomposition. This appearance may vary, but the rotting quality is observed in all forms. 106 is not exceptionally agile and will remain motionless for days at a time, waiting for prey. Basically, if 106 has any reduction in activity or an increase in compliance, it should be treated as an inducement strategy prior to its active action and should be dealt with on this premise. 106 is also capable of scaling any vertical surface and can remain suspended upside down indefinitely. When attacking, it will attempt to incapacitate prey by damaging major organs, muscle groups, or tendons, then pull disabled prey into its pocket dimension.
You start smacking the shit out of you as you're trying to run around.
Prey items in the 10 to 25 years of age bracket. SCP-106 causes a corrosion effect.
So that means that your character that you play in the game is either
a physical breakdown in materials
somewhere around that age
after contact. This is observed as rusting, rotting, and cracking of materials, and the creation of a black, mucus-like substance similar to the material coating SCP-106. This effect is particularly detrimental to living tissues and is assumed to be a pre-digestion action. Corrosion continues for 6 hours after contact, after which the effect appears to burn out. 106 is capable of passing through solid matter, leaving behind a large patch of its corrosive mucus. It is able to vanish inside solid matter.
That's how you knew he was around, because if you saw that, you knew that he was somewhere near.
It is then able to exit this dimension from any point connected to the initial entry point.
Give me your booty, son.
Entering the inner wall of a room and exiting the outer wall, or entering a wall and exiting from the ceiling. In a record of 106's escape, as Agent Alum and Musker were joking about how they'll never know when they would be getting close to 106. And just at that moment, SCP-106 steps out of and wraps an arm around Agent Musker's neck and drags her, screaming, back into the wall with it. Moments later, the floor beneath Agent Alum begins to dissolve, and he slowly descends into SCP-106's pocket dimension. Not sure if they were frustrated or happy that they could finally see 106, they gave out hysterical laughter. SCP-106 will typically enter a dormant state after finishing with a lure subject. During this phase, it will remain completely motionless for up to 3 months. The cause for this is unknown. SCP-106 will emerge from this state in a very agitated state and will attack and abduct staff and cause gross damage to its containment cell and the site at large. SCP-106 appears to hunt and attack based on
So
desire,
is this a
not
Euclid
hunger.
or a Keter?
SCP-106 will
I think he
attack
said that.
and
I
collect
just
multiple prey
just
items
went,
during a hunting behavior event, keeping many alive in the pocket dimension for extended
I remember
periods
this.
of time. 106 has no determinable limit and appears to collect a random number
If I remember
of prey
correctly, there's a
items
way
during
out
an
of it
event.
if you pick the right door.
The inner dimension accessed by SCP-106 appears to be only accessible by SCP-106. It appears that
Then I'm wrong.
SCP-106 will play with captured prey and appears to have full control of time, space, and perception inside this dimension. It is said that the prey dragged into the pocket dimension will not die, even if it is corroded inside and outside. SCP-106 will throw it out once it's bored of it. In the event of a breach event by SCP-106,
Maybe that's what happened.
a human within the 10 to 25 years of age bracket will be prepared for recall, with the compromised containment cell being
Wait, they're
replaced
taking
and restored
10-year-olds?
for use. When the cell is ready, the lure subject will be injured, preferably via the breakage of a long bone, such as the femur, or the severing of a major tendon, such as the Achilles
Yo, this
tendon.
is getting
The lure
dark.
subject will then be placed in the prepped cell, and the sound emitted by said subject will be transmitted over the site public address system. SCP-106 will typically begin to gravitate toward the lure subject within 10 to 15 minutes after hearing the subject. Should 106 not respond to the initial broadcast, additional physical trauma is to be administered to
Bruh.
the lure subject at 20-minute intervals until
And they're doing
106
this to
responds.
10-year-olds?
This is a picture of a Foundation personnel after being released by 106. This person disappeared for 2 hours and lived an hour
Damn.
after his release. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Have you ever heard
That was
or
kinda
encountered
fucked.
any paranormal event? Let us know in the comment below. We will draw your story and share it with the world.
That's
Don't
pretty
forget
dope.
to click like, subscribe to this channel, and hit the bell. Please share it to your friends.
So I wonder if
you
they
like
do
this
like
video.
ghost stories and
Thank
stuff
you
on this
so much
channel
for
and
watching,
whatnot.
and we will see you
Outside
in the
of
next
SCP
video.
stuff. I
Bye-bye.
might need to check into that. Stop. Because once again, I'm on the playlist. But that's really effed up that that's how they test the things he can do. Now, that being said, how do you contain something like that? Like, do you... maybe if you put him in a rusted area, that it's already like that he won't move, really? I mean, there are times, like they said, that he just sits there. So I guess you don't have to completely contain him, but at the same time, it's like, how do you even do that? I'm still trying to go to the fact you did that to like 10-year-olds. Like, because a lot of the times when they talk about like the test subjects and stuff that they use, it's like prisoners and war criminals and stuff like that. So that just threw me under a loop and everything. But let me know what you guys think about the old man. He was definitely one of the biggest pains. Not the biggest pain to me. The doctor, I think, was still the biggest pain to me overall. But he was definitely a close second. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. If you liked what you saw, please hit the like button, subscribe, and share. We're trying to get to that 25 and eventually to that 100 in 6 months. So I would love your support on that. And then always ask yourself this one question. Does your soul still burn? Bye, guys. Have a blessed day. Money and the city that I'm from. I'll step until I